Hello again, everybody. It's the Attack here, Zach Attack here, with another edition of the Atakline for Thursday, September 15th, 2011. In a very good mood this week. I'm about to end my current summer tour. My Summer Tech 3 tour ends with a triple threat finale this week. I got some gigs this weekend. Tomorrow night, special needs dance. I'm doing a house barbecue house party on Saturday, then a 50th wedding anniversary on Sunday. So I cannot wait to do all of them. End my summer tour and get ready to begin my back to school tour next week. With that in mind, let's get started with some news. A lot of news concerning a brand new reality show. Well, not new to the world, but new to us. The UK show, The X Factor. It's on its way to America. We've been hearing all about it for the last few months. About a year since Simon announced it was coming to America following his departure from American Idol last season. We all know that he, Paula Abdul, Nicole Scherzinger, replacing former UK judge Cheryl Cole, and L.A. Reid, formerly of Aristus, now is part of Epic, were formerly part of Island Def Jam 2. I'll talk about Epic in a minute. Because the news are Epic in a minute. The X Factor had a big premiere party last night in Hollywood. I heard there was a delay in the big Hollywood premiere because they were editing it to the very last minute. The premiere aired at Hollywood Theater yesterday in front of a few press and media and fans, while the show itself will premiere next Wednesday, 1 week from yesterday, on Fox at, 8 or 9 Central. A lot of promotion. And do you think it's weird that the X Factor is sponsored by Pepsi, while the other Simon Cowell show, American Idol, is sponsored by Coke? That to me is too weird. You have two different cola companies sponsoring the X Factor and American Idol. They're big rivals. They're sponsoring rival American Idol type shows. It's too ironic. Kind of like the theme. Rivalry. Now, as I mentioned, L.A. Reid is an executive at Epic. He just left his longtime chairman duty at Island Def Jam to join the X Factor earlier this year. He was at one point also the founder of LaFace Records, one of the most powerful R&B record labels that include the likes of Tony Braxton, TLC, Outkast, among others. And now, speaking of Arista / LaFace, former LaFace and Arista stars are headed towards Epic. Outkast and Ciara have been rumored to sign to Epic Records. Of course, they have been frustrated with the lack of support from Jive Records, especially Ciara, whose recent album Basic Instinct was a failure, despite great dance songs like Give Me That and Ride. Career's been going downhill with a lot of lack of promotion from a record label, and now she's moving towards Epic alongside Outkast. Outkast has been out of the scene for several years, working on solo projects, including Big Boy, who's hoping to go to Epic as well as a solo deal. According to several sources, those deals may happen. Trying to diminish Epic. Trying to sign new people that Epic trying to hype it up. So, but it's like I said, it's just rumored, reported by people. So, if they do get signed, good luck to them at Epic. Hopefully, they get a fresh new start on the former record label of Michael Jackson, and hopefully put Epic back on top where it belongs. And try to take down Capitol. Capitol's hot right now with Katy Perry. And a successful album. I told you yesterday she revealed a new single, The One That Got Away. So we'll see how that happens with that. Now, another major record label is called Island Def Jam, which was the label that L.A. Reid left. Island Def Jam's got a lot of people on that, especially one of the biggest draws on Island, Mr. Justin Bieber. It's been quite a weird year for Mr. Bieber, but a good year for him. He released Never Say Never, the 3D concert film has become the biggest grossing 3D concert film ever, even outgrossing Michael Jackson's This Is It as the biggest concert film of all time. When it comes to singles, he hasn't released much this year besides You Smile, Never Say Never, and a lot more. Please, Justin, release something new. Instead of focusing on recording singles, he's He's focusing on stupid Selena Gomez. You know what I mean? They don't have sex yet. They're still virgins. They're young. They're so innocent. But you know what they say? They'll be singing what Britney Spears said. They're not that innocent. You'll see that next couple years. But Justin, apparently Slim's got a tattoo of Bieber on her hand. Fake or not, do not know. But Bieber, despite the facts that Tumba mentioned last week, they announced Gaga's doing New Year's Eve. They're already talking about fucking Christmas already. I mean, Buble is recording a Christmas album. A full one. He did a Christmas EP. Now Justin Bieber's in the studio working on his Christmas album. Coming out in November probably. Now, he's been recording the Christmas album with Boys to Men on a few tracks. He released a photo of him and Sean Stockman from the group, and they even tweeted each other, applauding the other. So we'll see how Justin's Christmas album does. But mostly the Christmas albums are mostly aimed towards the adult contemporary people. You know, like the Frank Sinatras and the Bing Crosbys, the standards. You know, when it comes to new Christmas songs, like new editions of Christmas songs, like pop versions, they're not that well received because everyone wants to hear the same old story. So we'll see what happens when Christmas time comes around. I'm talking about 100 days of Christmas. Damn! Mine count down. It's almost fucking fall, man. We're nearly at the summer and fall. Now we're talking about Christmas. We're still talking about Halloween. Anyway, it's been a quite horrible 2 weeks for T.I. Now, T.I. was released from jail a couple weeks ago and released to a halfway house in Atlanta. However, he was sent back to jail because of a violation. There was rumors that he wasn't permitted to let MTV cameras and a lot of entourage join him. But now he is back at the halfway house for the remainder of his term, which will end in mid-October. He'll be a free man. But he still has a year of probation. So, glad to see T.I. back at the halfway house out of prison. And happy to see him at least civilized again. Hopefully, see him back in the rap game. He's a very good rapper. The king of the South. Hope he bounces back big time. And stays out of fucking jail, man. Damn. And one rapper gets out. One rapper goes back in. Gucci Mane's going back to jail. Rappers and wrestlers are all the same. Like, one wrestler goes to jail and then gets out. The next day, another wrestler gets arrested. Usually in the same case, one wrestler goes in jail and then gets released and then gets arrested again. Ain't that right, Matt Hardy? I heard about a car crash, but anyway. Speaking of Matt Hardy and his former employer, it's time for my preview for tonight's TNA Impact Wrestling, the aftermath of No Surrender. Question number 5. Crimson set to make his first appearance since being attacked by Samoa Joe. What will he say? Well, Crimson was, of course, a top favorite in the big situation involving Bound for Glory series. But Joe got pissed that he didn't get involved, so he started attacking everybody, injuring everybody. He injured Morgan, and he also injured Crimson. Crimson's still legitimately undefeated. So we'll see if Crimson has something to say about Joe when he has to say, I smell Bound for Glory match. That's my number 2 question. I'll get to that in a moment. Question number 4. How will the continuing Matt Hardy's brother Jeff Hardy saga continue on? Well, Matt Hardy's brother Jeff Hardy returned last week talking about giving one last shot at TNA. Well, the storyline continues on this week. He'll be reportedly at Impact this week. What will happen? What will he say about situations and all that? Will he be able to come back? Will he let him come back storyline-wise or whatever? We'll see how this Jeff Hardy storyline involves. Question number 3. How are they going to build Robert Roode as a legitimate guy to face Kurt Angle? Now, as we all know, Robert Roode won the Bound for Glory series this past Sunday at No Surrender, thus giving him a title shot against Kurt Angle at TNA's Bound for Glory. Now, you have the biggest Bound for Glory, the biggest pay-per-view of TNA's, and you're going to have Robert Roode attack team wrestle against Kurt Angle. I think, like everyone else, we should give Robert Roode a fair shot and don't just judge it just because he's a tag team wrestler. But we'll see how he builds up. You know, we'll see how they build him up as a legitimate singles guy and a legitimate threat to Angle's title. But in my mind, Angle may retain. No matter what, Angle will retain because Samoa's going to fucking cheat. Everyone knows it. Speaking of that Bound for Glory pay-per-view, that leads me to question number 2. Any other matches being announced for Bound for Glory? or like any other title matches. Of course, we have new X champion, Austin Aries. I think Ultimate X would be cool, but they just had an Ultimate X and against at Destination X this past July, switching him in victory mode. Anyway, so we have a steel cage match. I haven't had a steel cage match in a while, so you may have that still at the pay-per-view. So we'll see what happens. What gets added with title matches, a tag team, knockout. With Winter now new champion again, we're making get another shot, etc., etc. And will Sting and Hogan be declared tonight? That is question number one. What will happen when Sting wrestles Ric Flair? Now this match was supposed to be at No Surrender, but they moved it to Impact. The network must want more ratings. So Sting gets Flair. If Flair wins, Sting retires. I use these because you don't know if it's storyline on it. But if Sting wins, he'll be able to finally get his hands on Hulk Hogan. I bet you Sting will win. So there's no doubt, man. I've been with the Sting and Hogan thing for so long, especially with what happened Sunday with Sting getting sprayed in the eyes by Hogan, screwing him again out of the TNA World title. Sting wants to beat up Flair. He has more momentum and a bigger motive because he wants to beat Flair so he can get revenge on Hogan for everything that he's done. But it'll be a boring main event, I'm worrying. Or another fucking immortal screw job. But such is life and such is TNA. But what will go down the post No Surrender Impact Wrestling tonight? We'll find out at 9, 8 Central tonight, only on Spike TV. That is it for my Atakline today for Thursday, September 15th. I'll see y'all later tonight for my TNA Impact Wrestling review. And tomorrow for another Atakline. Hopefully I'll make it before making tomorrow. With that in mind, I've just been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you again tonight for my TNA Impact review. Bye-bye. See ya. Peace.